Hi, I'm Afton, an ambassador alum from Colorado, and I'm here to tell you about what could be the most amazing 2 weeks of your life. From ziplines and whitewater rafting to helping local orphans and replanting native trees, the Costa Rica Expedition program will take you behind the scenes to experience Pura Vida, the popular Costa Rican motto meaning pure life for yourself. What's the first thing you think of when I mention Costa Rica? The rainforest, of course, and that's where we headed after arriving in San Jose. The Veragua Rainforest is everything that I had imagined. Brightly colored birds and flowers, beautiful waterfalls, and endless green leaves. At Costa Rica's National Institute of Biodiversity Biological Station, we got a behind-the-scenes look into how researchers are working to discover and catalog new animal and plant species found in the rainforest. Did you know that new species are discovered here almost daily? You might even witness it. We walked through the trails full of live exhibits of snakes, butterflies, and even saw the world's largest nocturnal frog species. Later, we took a nighttime hike in the Veragua Rainforest, an activity designed just for student ambassadors. And I'll tell you something, science class back home might be boring, but a nighttime hike in the rainforest definitely isn't. Budding scientists, listen up. Our next activity is just for you. We did some real-life scientific research collecting frog data for scientists during another rainforest activity. This project is exclusive and offered only to student ambassadors. In nearby Brisas, we spent a day of service at a local school. I really felt like a global citizen as we worked together with the community members to plant trees, paint classrooms, and build sidewalks at this local school. What was really cool though was afterwards we were able to play games and read stories with the children who went there. The students were so happy to have visitors, and they were so full of energy. They even helped us cut coconuts off a tree to try coconut water. Costa Rica is a country that has dedicated itself to sustainability. So, in Limon, we took part in service work that benefited the environment. First, naturalists taught us to identify and remove invasive plant species that ruin ecosystems in Veragua Rainforest. After removing these nasty invaders, we rolled up our sleeves to replant native trees, the ones that actually belong there. Then it was back to the sounds of the rainforest at night during another unique nighttime trek. With flashlights in hand, this time, our guide was helping us see the entire frog metamorphosis. Eggs, tadpoles, and adult frogs. In Sarapiqui, we spent 2 nights in a tent suite in the rainforest. It was so cool to fall asleep to the sounds of the rainforest. Croaking frogs, chirping insects. Don't worry, we were safely protected from animals, and it wasn't roughing it by any means. Traveling to any country isn't complete without trying some local food. Sharing a meal is a wonderful way to truly bond with your hosts. During a cooking lesson led by a Costa Rican, you might get to try batidos, empanadas, or patacones. In La Fortuna, we had a great view of Arenal volcano, only about 6 miles away. It's an impressive volcano, but considered young by volcano standards. We took to the trees for our next adventure. We soared on a zipline 90 feet above the rainforest floor, gliding between 15 platforms as we kept a lookout for tree-dwelling animals, such as sloths and white-faced capuchins. It was incredible. After all that excitement, it was time to relax. We enjoyed the incredible beauty of Ecotermales hot springs. Think rock-lined geothermal pools and cascading waterfalls. What a perfect way to hang out with friends for an afternoon. Our next adventure took us behind the scenes with one of my favorite things, food. During hands-on farm activities, we visited a local farmer to get an insider look at sustainable organic farming. We actually milked cows, harvested vegetables, and collected water from a man-made well. And hey, you know those sweet white sugar granules you sprinkle on just about anything? We might have helped harvest it. Well, probably not the actual sugar you used, but some just like it. The lunch we ate on the farm that day was even made from the fruits and vegetables harvested there. We took a break from farm life to visit a rural school nearby. I fell in love with the kids. They were so excited to meet us, grabbing our hands and telling us about their favorite things. We had so much fun reading to them and cheering as they danced for us. Our delegation even brought some school supplies that we donated for the school. In Santa Ana, we played games with children living at an orphanage. I was so proud to be a student ambassador as we spent time building bonds with these kids, and it was so rewarding to help improve their home. We donated more supplies here, and once again, I loved having the chance to make a positive difference. If you really want to know what Costa Rican life is all about, you'll love your homestay. I'm so glad that People to People provides student ambassadors with this unique opportunity. Being a guest in someone's home is a real honor. And yes, I was nervous. Who wouldn't be? Honestly, I wasn't sure how I felt about staying with a family I didn't know in a foreign country. It turned out to be one of my favorite memories from Costa Rica. When it was time to say goodbye to my host family, it was hard. I'm so glad to really get to know them and have the chance to spend time in their home. And thanks to Facebook, we still keep in touch. We traveled on to visit the Kitirisi Indigenous Reserve, where we had the special chance to meet a Wateres healer who lives there. We learned about the history and traditions of this group of Costa Rican people, as well as some of the local plants that are important medicines. We also saw the crafts the Wateres people create and sell to help support themselves. In the evening, we took some Latin dance lessons during dinner back at the lodge in Palmical. This was one of those great people-to-people activities where you get to experience another culture, not just take a tour. And boy, let me tell you, Costa Ricans sure know how to dance. Surfing lessons in Jaco were next. Did you know that Jaco is known worldwide as a great surfing beach? We grabbed our boards and headed out to the sea for a surfing lesson from a trained instructor. Now, some of my fellow ambassadors might tell you I screamed a time or two during our next activity, but I'm pretty sure they were wrong. I will tell you that taking a guided whitewater raft ride down the Naranjo River is pretty thrilling, and many of my friends screamed as we took on the rapids. It wasn't just the rapids that were fun though. On the calmer parts of the river, we also had a chance to enjoy the tropical wilderness, nearby farms, and palm oil plantations as we floated by. And then, you won't believe it, and you probably won't be ready for it, but your journey will come to an end. We had a fun farewell dinner, and it was great to relive all the memories. My friends on this journey now felt like family, and it was hard to imagine that we wouldn't be seeing each other every day. I was so lucky to experience Costa Rica as a student ambassador. I'll never forget the time I spent there and the incredible friends I made. This journey changed me and gave me the chance to see the world with new eyes. I hope you'll take this opportunity to experience the wonders of Costa Rica for yourself. Pura Vida awaits.